Well, all my goalkeepers are injured and I'm having to play a 17-year-old rookie in goal. But we've just beaten Bayern Munich 4-2. I think my work here is done. Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer. Yes, that's me, and I'm over here in Germany managing Hamburg in this one club save. And well, I was joking a little bit in the intro. My work definitely isn't done here. Well, there's a little matter of the Bundesliga to win and possibly get some shiny silverware in Europe. And to that end, we're actually not doing too bad. So just the 5 games played since you were last with me. We'll play 2 games today. We've got another 4 or 5 games to play in the last 2 games of the season. And hopefully we can get some European football for next season. Maybe the Europa League, I don't know. But anyway, so after the Mainz 05 game, 2-0 win, and as you can see, lots of shiny green dots there. Union Berlin were in town. We beat them 2-0. Mönchengladbach away from home, I thought might be a tough game. Another 1-0 win. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, yeah. Bayern Munich scored their first goal after 2 minutes. And I thought, you know what, we're going to get absolutely trounced. I think we were 2-0 down within 10 minutes. But we came back and scored 4 goals. And I'm still pinching myself. I don't know how it happened. We beat Bayern Munich 4-0. And did I mention we had a 17-year-old rookie in goal? And my word, is he playing out of his skin at the moment? Yep, he's definitely keeping us in some of these games. Freiburg next, away from home. A little bit of disappointing, 2-2. We could have done with the 3 points, but you know what? I mean, my expectations, well, they're rising game by game. And then we played Bochum, home game, 3-2 winning that one. I think we were winning 3-0, 3-1 in that one. They came back 3-2, but we did snatch all 3 points. And today we have 2 games. We've got an away game against Schalke and a home game against Augsburg. My scouts recommended a couple of players to me, and I did notice they were actually out of contract at the end of May this year. So I thought, okay, these players are not going to cost me anything. And, well, I've signed them both up. Doda Guindo, not the easiest name to get my tongue round, but not a bad player. Left wing back, plenty of pace and stamina. His crossing leaves a little bit to be desired. But other than that, I think he's going to be a very good player for us and for free as well. So anything that comes free that's half decent, well, you have to snatch the hand off. And I have had a little bit of a problem with wingers, quite a few injuries. I have had games where I've actually had no left or right wingers on the pitch. And like I say, injuries are taking their toll. So Koki Saito, Japanese 23-year-old left winger. He's very right-footed though, but if you watch my channel before, I do like to play with inside forwards, but he can play that attacking midfielder role as well. And possibly with that kind of pace, he could play as a shadow striker. But a couple of players in there who I think will make up the squad quite nicely for next season. I don't think either of them are going to be starters in the team, but at least we do have some very, very good players to, you know, pack out the squad. And hopefully next season we will be looking for some kind of European glory. Well, hopefully. And I'm being chased by the Turks. No, I haven't done anything wrong. The Turkish national team, they want me as their manager. I've turned it down. It's a 1-club save this. I don't need anything complicating the save, but it's quite nice to be recognised. Obviously, somebody somewhere in the world thinks I'm doing quite a decent job here at Hamburg. Oh, and before I forget, must show you the league table. I always forget to show the league table. So 25 games played, we're 5th in the Bundesliga, and considering this is our first season back in the top flight in Germany, I don't think we're doing too bad. 25 games played, 44 points is that, 44 points. Obviously we're not going to win the league because, well, Bayern Munich are not running away with it this season, and certainly that defeat to us didn't help them at all. Leipzig just 1 point behind them, But I think at the moment we are sitting in a European place. If we can get just a little bit higher, it could be Europa League. We need to push on. So we'll see you in the Veltins Arena in Gelsenkirchen. My German is coming on leaps and bounds. It's Schalke 04 and it's coming up next. Well, we have 62,000 fans looking for a Schalke 04 victory today. Can we put a spanner in the works? Let's hope so. Well, oh yeah, the formation. It does look a little bit weird, but I have no left wingers. It is what it is. The young kid, Lewinsky in goal. Been playing absolutely brilliantly. I hope now I've got the camera out, he's not going to start throwing the ball in his own net. Back four, Maheim, Jekyll, Ramos and Oliveira. The two DMs are Meffer and El Azuzi. I don't think you've seen El Azuzi yet. He was a January import. He's been injured quite a lot, but he is playing in the team now, and he plays very, very well. Claude Maurice is playing as a shadow striker today. I have played him on that left wing, but he doesn't actually perform very well. Moving him inside a little bit, as you can see there, a 7.28 in the last 5 games. So he's doing very well for us. Dardai is next to him. I know it looks a little bit crowded in there because Gangham is playing as an inside forward, but it seems to be working. Well, it has been off camera. And Uldrikis comes back up front after, quite a few games injured. Hollaback has been playing up there, not doing the greatest. We've got him on loan, and we are actually buying him at the end of the season. Yeah, buffoonery. I don't know why I agreed to that. I think we're going to have to just sell him straight on. But I think in the summer, whatever happens, we're going to be looking for at least a couple of strikers. And we are underway. 8 minutes on the clock, and we're just picking a ball up at the back here. And the players do seem to be responding to me a little bit better now. It's taken a while, but my team talks seem to be going down a lot better now, and I'm getting a lot of positive kind of feedback from them. But anyway, Meffert now plays the ball to Dardai. Dardai now running through this middle here. As you can see there, a little bit congested, but Gangham and Dardai seem to have got a good understanding in there. And when one's getting in the other's way, well, they just get out of each other's way, make a chance, and the next thing you know, the ball's in the back of the net. So this is a very, very strange formation, but it does seem to be working. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Gangham there whips the ball into the back of the net on his right foot. That is very nice, and we're 1-0 up after 8 minutes. 13 minutes on the clock now. Schalke there with a throw. We do get a good head on and get some good distance on it. And unfortunately, it goes straight back to a Schalke player. And to be fair, most games have gone this way, where we've gone 1-0 up and then, we concede an equaliser. And that goal does stand, and it's now 1-1. 25 minutes, Maheim there with the corner. We do need to try and get back on top in this game. Comes back to Maheim, flicks the ball over, and Uldrikis there hits the crossbar with a brilliant header. 7 shots, 2 on target, and the XG is creeping up, 1.02. About a minute to go to half time. Ball lumped out by their keeper, and our midfield there weren't switched on, and Schalke do come away with the ball. And can we stop another goal just before half time? Because that would be a bit of a disaster. Ball slid in, and Lewinsky there does make a save, although very unconventional. Dardai now in time added on. The ball gets headed away. Claude Maurice slides it back in. Can we? Yes, we can! And Jekyll there, the centre-back, he stayed up from the corner and just slides the ball into the back of the net. And that was quite, and now I don't know whether it was a nicely worked goal or not. The ball gets headed out. Claude Maurice there slides it back in, and Jekyll there kind of picks up the scraps. It lands at his feet, and he says, "Oh, what am I meant to do with this? I'm a centre-back." Yep, put it between the two white sticks. And he did just that. 2-1 at half time. So a little bit of a change at half-time. Azuzi still seems to be suffering with that injury that he joined us with. So he's had to go off, and Rice has come on as the DLP. I've switched Meffert and Rice over, so Meffert is now going to play the ball-winning midfielder. So we get the second half underway. 17 shots, 19 now. Only 4 on target though, but the XG is very good. Schalke there. Again, the same move from them. A throw in there, lumped into the penalty area. We do get a header on it, but this time we actually find a Hamburg shirt. Ball played forward there, Gangham. Gangham gives up on that one, not quite sure why. Not a lot of endeavour there. And Schalke pick the ball up. They're going to play out from the back. We need to win this ball back as quickly as possible. We do not want to see that ball hit the back of the net again. Our back line there is looking a little bit ragged. And oh my word, the right back there very nearly had his foot on that ball. But Schalke's still coming away with it. Ball passed inside now, or back I should say. Come on lads, this is not looking great. Oh, and it's 2-2. I'm wondering whether the kind of holiday period with Lewinsky is coming to an end. I think young kid, and he was playing really well. I think a lot of enthusiasm got him through games. The problem is Casteels, since he went out injured, he had a 4 or 5 week injury. The problem is with Casteels is he's been injured again since. So that's not great really. Okay, 2-2, 54 minutes on the clock. And we have conceded 2 goals. Rice now, but lovely ball to Gangham. But the defence seems to be nicely placed. And we've hit the post. Oh, and we've missed an absolute sitter. Oh my word. So we've hit the frame of the goal twice now in this game. And it stays 2-2. Back with the throw-in now. Maheim, who is the leading creator in the team, by the way. And that's in the back of the net. And Gangham there gets up at the back post. Lovely cross there from Maheim. Like I say, he's our leading creator in the team. The wing-back getting up that side and putting the crosses in. But Meffert there, back to Maheim. Puts a lovely ball onto Gangham's head. It's in the back of the net. And it's 3-2 to Hamburg. Okay, so we are going to hold shape now. And be a little bit more disciplined as well. And 3 personnel changes. Schumacher has come on at left back. We have Laszlo Benz in midfield, and Farai has come on. Farai was brilliant for us last season. This season, quite injury prone, and he's just not got into his stride, unfortunately. But Farai last season was one of our best players. I'm kind of hoping, although it is a bit late in the season now, I'm kind of hoping he picks up last season's form. But anyway, 3 more changes there. Can we hold on to this 3-2 lead? And we have gone more disciplined and into a holding pattern. And as per usual with Football Manager, Schalke, 3 shots, 3 on target, an XG of 0.38, and they've scored 2 goals. Go figure. Our shots and shots on target and XG absolutely brilliant. And is that going to go in the back of the net? We need to get that ball out, lads. You know, it's these headers out of the penalty area are just not hitting a white shirt. And Schalke again now coming forward. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of Schalke highlights now. Somebody needs to get the foot on this ball. I'm not liking that one at all. And it's in the back of the net, and it's 3-3, although the referee is having a look at this one. Possibly for offside, maybe a push, I don't know. But we're just checking it, and the goal is awarded. And we've conceded 3 goals in this game. And that is not ideal, if I'm honest. And we don't want to watch that again. That was a horror show. 24 shots, 6 on target, an XG of 2.85. 86 minutes, last change. Uldrikis absolutely shattered up front. Hollaback has come on for him, and I've pushed Laszlo Benz a little bit further forward. just to see if we can maybe nick a winner in this one. I don't really like this 3-3. We should never, according to the stats, should never ever in a million years have conceded 3 goals. But unfortunately in Football Manager at the moment, that seems to be the thing. Teams who have an XG of 0.38 can score 3 goals. And that does happen in football. It definitely does happen, but not every other game. It's absolutely bonkers with bells on. Let's get this game finished. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes of this game left now. And I think we are going to have to see if one of our better keepers is fit and ready to come back, because I think Lewinsky needs a rest now. I think young players, they play with enthusiasm. They'll play a few games. And they look like they're going to be... Hollaback's through, can he? Hollaback, is that going to be given offside? The referee is contemplating this, and I can see this being given as an offside goal. And it is disallowed. Oh, frustrating. How offside was he? Not an awful lot. And that probably means now we're not going to win this game. It's 3-3, 5 minutes of time added on. And we do get another highlight. And this will be heartbreaking if this goes in the back of the net. Laszlo Benz there does pick the ball up. Fry now. Stay on side, lads. You've got 2 men running on the right-hand side there. And Fry, what are you doing, mate? Fry. Absolutely brilliant player last season. This season, he can't even kick a ball straight. And the ball does come back at us now. And all Fry had to do there was just ping a ball over that right-hand side. It didn't even have to be accurate. All he had to do was play. He had 2 runners. And we could have won this game 4-3. Are we going to get... We are going to get the corner. So the game is determined. Becker now with this corner. And it's floated in. And of course it's in the back of the net. Oh, the referee has got his arm in the air. And I'm not sure whether that was a push on the keeper or obstruction or something. I don't know. Is that going to be awarded? And that's disallowed as well. So, okay. Fair play. The AI has disallowed a goal for both of us. And that's the final whistle. And that, believe me, was a very, very disappointing draw. I don't know what to say. Again, you know, I have to temper my expectations. I am getting a little bit carried away. We are doing very well. We have been doing very well. Our league position is probably beyond expectations. But when you score 3 goals in a game, you really should expect to win it. In a 3-3 draw, not great. So the players are going to get... we should have won that based on the chances. I am a very angry Gobby Gaffer. But we do stay in 5th place, 26 played now, and 45 points. But really annoyingly, and we cannot shake them off. If you notice there quietly, St. Pauli, who came up with us, and they will not, we cannot shake them off. Every time we win, they win. They're level points with us now. Look at the goal difference. Ours is 16. Theirs is 1. Their schedule this year has not been great, and yet they just keep pulling these results out of the bag. And, level points with us. And I'm really, really frustrated by that. Okay, 2 draws in our last 3 games is not exactly what the doctor ordered. Can we do any better against Augsburg? It is at home, so would expect to get the 3 points. Can we do it? We'll see you in the dugout. Okay, we're back with this game against Augsburg, and just hoping that the game runs towards the stats and not away from them. I'm sick and tired of playing teams who score 3 goals off 3 shots and have an XG of 0.38. I'm really frustrated with it. It's getting a little bit boring. If you've not watched my other save, Grassroots to Goal Boots, where I play FM24 on the PS5, it's the same in that one as well. every other game. Anyway, I'm moaning and groaning, and that's not what you want to see. Okay, we have Castile's back in goal today, and I have put... did I put him on the bench? No, I didn't. Fernandez is on a fitness. Let's put him on the bench. So we've got a keeper on the bench. We've got Castile's back in goal, who is a very, very good goalkeeper, but is coming back off 2 injuries. So back for is Maheim, Jacob Ramos and Oliveira. We're playing Rice as a DM today because I'm struggling with Azuzi. His fitness just does not seem to want to come up at all. So he's going to play with the second team for a while. See if I get him fit. So we've got Meffert and Rice as the DMs. We have this weird setup up front, which seems to work really well going forward. But at the back, not so much. Claude Maurice and Dardai are the attacking midfield players, come shadow strikers. Gangham on the wing, and Uldrikis is the big target forward up front. So, 3 minutes on the clock, and we do get a corner. And that is headed into the back of the net. Uldrikis does his job, target forward, heads the ball in the back of the net. We're 1-0 up. But, as we saw in the previous game, will we stay 1-0 up? Will we stay 2-0 up? Will we stay 3-0 up? Who knows? The AI is in control. So Augsburg, straight from the goal, we get a highlight from the kickoff. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm a little bit frustrated if you didn't notice. That's a very poor pass forward there. And we do pick the ball up. Some quite scrappy play, if I say so myself. Gangham now on this right-hand side. What's he going to do with this? He's dribbling himself. Rice into the back of the net from Dardai now. So that's 2-0 up. No linesman's flag. 4 minutes on the clock. And we are winning 2-0 against Augsburg. Nice run this from Gangham down that side. Looked like he was going to give it away a few times. Seems to be dribbling himself. And then Rice there puts a lovely ball into Dardai's path. And, well, he makes no mistake with that one. And we're 2-0 up. Back with another highlight. Shame this didn't happen in the last game, isn't it, really? Rice now, ball into the penalty area. Gangham, what's he going to do with this? Is he going to have a dig? He does have a dig, and that's in the back of the net as well. So maybe the AI has heard me moaning and groaning, and he's sick and tired of hearing me moaning and groaning, and thought, you know what, we'll give him one. 6 minutes on the clock, we're winning 3-0. Gangham there, and he's been involved in, I think, every single goal, but keeper makes a bit of a howler of that one, so a little bit of a gift there. So we've set off in this game like a runaway train, although there have been no highlights since the goal. So 40 minutes on the clock now, and Guy Ramos there. I don't know whether there's a bit of a clue there with Guy Ramos at the back, because his stats are really, really good. He's meant to be a top defender, but he's got an average rating of 6.68 for the season. So maybe there's a little bit of a... well, wouldn't you know it. So Augsburg have got one back just before half-time. They'll probably get another one back now. They've not even been in the game, but anyway, yeah, back to Ramos. I don't really... I don't want to watch that again. I don't know whether that's a little bit of a clue there, that maybe Ramos is the weak link. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we need to be looking for a couple of centre-backs and a couple of strikers in the summer. Not asking for too much, of course. And we do get the ball into their penalty area. 3 minutes of the half left. And Dardai is going to float this ball into the area. And Uldrikis there gets up again. And that's his 16th of the season. A nice header. And a lovely corner from Dardai there. Straight onto Uldrikis' head. If he gets up above other players, there's no doubt where that ball is going. So 9 shots and 6 on target, and we are winning 4-1. And we do pick up an injury there. And that looks quite serious to Meffert. So we are going to have to bring Benz on, I think, for him. So not ideal there. An injury to Meffert just as the half-time whistle was about to be blown. And I'm going to say, what a 45 minutes that was. You've blown them away. Because, well, I've done a lot of whinging at them lately. And I think it deserves, some praise when things are going well. I think we are going to take Uldrikis off and bring Hollaback on. Because in a game where we're scoring a few goals, maybe Hollaback can bag a couple for himself and get his confidence up. He definitely needs it. And we don't want Uldrikis going out injured again. So Augsburg are coming back into this game a little bit, only a little bit. They have got that one goal, but their XG, again, is not great. Whereas we are absolutely piling the misery on for them. It's 4-1, but it is Augsburg who've got the ball. And Hollaback there nips in, pinches the ball, sticks it in the back of the net. And I did say it would be great if he could bag a couple for himself. It looks like we are going to score a few goals in this game. If Hollaback can get a couple, then it will increase his happiness, if you will. So, and we need happy strikers, because that's been one of our kind of weaknesses this season, particularly with Hollaback. He just hasn't scored the goals. But we have been getting a lot of injuries, and Hollaback himself has been out injured. 69 minutes, we have gone to a cautious mentality. We don't need to chase this game anymore now. Let's just try and, let's not wear the players out, as it were. Theo has come on attacking mid. We've got Azuzi has come on as the DLP. Let's give him a few more minutes. And Schumacher has come on at left wing back. And then Maheim does get through an awful lot of work up and down that side. So a little bit of light relief for him, and Schumacher comes on. So for once, the XG is working out, or the stats are working out right. And 14 shots. I think it was 8 on target, and the XG is, up where you would expect it to be, with a 5-1 scoreline. Augsburg there do take advantage of a little bit of tiredness on that side. I think that was Gangam, and he does look a little bit tired, but I think I've used all my subs now. That injury to Meffert was not ideal. And Augsburg here have found a second wind. Ball struck way over the top, not too worrying. The only worrying thing was the way they cut through our midfield. But yeah, an XG of 1.86, probably not as high as I would expect it to be, having scored 5 goals. But at least for once, the stats are working right with the scoreline. So Augsburg again now with the ball, and I think we're probably going to see a lot of Augsburg highlights now as we close this game out. Ball looped into the box. Castiles takes that nice and comfortably, and we do need to keep Castiles fit now for the rest of the season. It's absolutely imperative if we're going to get into Europe. Ball bowled out to Jekyll. Bends back to Jekyll again. On this side to Schumacher. Schumacher doesn't fancy a run up the wing with that. Back to Jekyll. Give it back to Schumacher so we can have a run with it. Come on, lad. Show a bit of endeavour. Ball touch there to Claude Maurice. Bends into midfield. Now we're turning it on. Gangam on that right-hand side. Plays the ball back. We are on a cautious mentality now, so they are under instruction. And Hollaback there gets his second goal and his 12th of the season. So if we could get another maybe 3 or 4 goals out of him for the rest of the season, it's not too bad a return, is it really? It's kind of a return that you would expect maybe an attacking midfielder to have. Not really one of the main strikers, but I'll take that. Him and Uldrikis are probably looking at going to finish the season on something around about the 30-35 goal mark between them. So not too bad, since we're only playing one up front. And it's 6-1 now. We are back with a highlight in 2 minutes of time added on. Augsburg now, can they get themselves another consolation goal? I think, referee, you just need to blow your whistle now and put them out of their misery. And I don't think you'll see this too many times. And there's a tapping for them for 6-2. I don't think you'll see us score 6 goals too many times for the rest of this season. But make the most of it while it's here, because it's a very nice sight. And like I say, it's nice to see the stats echoed in the scoreline. And it is 6-2. A little bit unfortunate that. Let another goal in at the back. But Castile's coming back off injury. He's still working his way up to full fitness. And we are going to say it's as comprehensive as it gets. And you've blown them away. And that was a very, very nice victory. And with that, although Dortmund have got a game in hand on us, we played 27. We are in 4th place now with 48 points. But there's still a way to go yet. Well, I hope I've not bored you to death with my negativity. But to be honest, this game, it's a breeding ground for negativity. Because it seems like it's just against you at all times. And this centre-half passing the ball to their centre-forward for him to score. Again, you see that quite a lot. A lot of the things that happen in real professional football that the Sports Interactive have seen and think, oh, that looks quite fun. We'll put that in the game. Yes, it only happens in real life once every 5 years, not every 6th game. Sports Interactive need a lot of work putting into this game. Well, actually, it's their best version of the game, isn't it? Let's face it, because a brand new game comes out later on in the year. We can only hope, can't we, that game is a massive improvement on this game. Anyway, back to Hamburg. We're doing very, very well. Again, I have to keep myself grounded. I'm not a good loser, as you will have seen previously. We're exceeding expectations. I think the board wanted to for us to avoid relegation. We're actually doing that with bells on. We're in 4th place at the moment. And European football next season is a possibility as we speak. So I'm going to go off camera now, play about 4 or 5 games. We'll be back for the last 2 games of the season. And, well, I'll be very, very happy if we can get into Europe. And that we all know what that means. It means the money starts rolling in. And once the money starts rolling in, then, well, we don't look at free transfers anymore, do we? We start looking at some of the elite players around the world. And that will make me very happy indeed. We'll see you next time.